I'm a little tired. Really breaking. One time I read in a New York Times article about siblings. They're the only person in your life that will know you through the span of your life. There's no one else. Your parents will pass away before you get into old age. Your spouse comes in the middle of your life.
That's the scary part too. Looking back at 2020, what are some of like the key learnings?
2020 really helped me understand that like actually stopping, being still, finding peace will actually push you further ahead than just mindlessly running on the mouse wheel. Become more still.
Did you get any like benefit out of that?
Yeah, I think like you realize the depth of your inner self to fully live in what I like to call like my higher purpose, or like in the higher vibrations of life, which is like greater purpose and spirit than the physicalness of the daily minutia.
I feel like our 2020s are not the same.
This is gonna be very difficult.
So you had a chance to pick up a lot of good habits. Habits. What are the ones that you want to keep to 2021? And maybe what are some of the ones you want to kick?
The number one habit I think is, and I could probably guess what yours is going to be, and you can probably guess what mine is. So let's do that. Okay. I think yours is fitness.
Yeah, for sure. Fitness, health, and wellness, like eating right, eating healthy. The first couple months of quarantine were not like that. I was just so indulgent, and I was just like, woe is me. I'm just gonna sit on the couch and like eat whatever I want to like make my feelings like feel better. But then, after a couple months of that, I was like, you know what? We're not coming out of this anytime soon. I better get it together.
Prior to 2020, you were traveling a ton.
Yeah.
So because you were on the road so much, you couldn't really dedicate yourself to fitness. Like we would, try to go to the gym every once in a while.
Yeah,
but
we went like once a month.
Yeah.
And we were like, hurry up.
I think one of the best things about obviously being sisters is like we're built-in accountability partners. So because you have developed that habit, I feel like it's pushed me along and kind of dragged me along, even though I didn't necessarily commit to it as well as you did, but definitely much better than I'd ever had before. Can you guess what mine is?
Your morning pages?
Yes, ding dong dong. So for sure, Morning Pages, if anyone knows The Artist's Way, it's a very popular book, and it's actually really supposed to boost creativity, but I really did it just as a way to center myself. It was like my own meditation, my own therapy in a way. I just have a lot of thoughts, and I don't always take the time to sit and listen to them, and just writing them down and letting them go. And that was a really powerful practice for me.
Yeah, you've been harping on Morning Pages for a really long time. I've not gotten into it yet, but I don't know, maybe 2021.
Yeah. I highly recommend.
What would you say you really want to try to kick or change in 2021?
I don't know if I have any new bad habits. I think there are still bad habits that I have pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
It's just about like ingestion of social media.
Yeah, you wanna be careful about the information that you are absorbing. Yeah, there's a lot of crap out there, and you can just mindlessly just inundate yourself with all this crap. It's like junk food.
Yeah.
I feel like before COVID, I didn't always make time to like make my social connections, and I feel like with the pandemic, it's even easier to just be like, COVID. My friends are important and relationships are important, and even in a pandemic, you have to be even more intentional and even more mindful on investing in those relationships, making time for your friends and checking in on them and showing up to the Zoom happy hours. But in 2021, I am going to prioritize those relationships even more, show up for my friends, show up for those relationships. I think as a working mom, you can really just really become isolated in what you have to do, at home and at work, and just forget that part of your life, but it's still really important. Are you okay there? What would you like to see the other sister change for 2021? I can go first.
Okay, you can go first.
Yeah, because I got a list. I think one thing that you could work on for next year, and these are just suggestions, you watch a lot of bad TV.
That you also partake in.
Because you suck me into it. I really try very, very hard not to watch a lot of TV.
I think that you actually probably watch more shows than me, but you don't binge.
I hate binge watching.
Yeah,
I
like
think it's
she has self-control and she can do like one episode a night. I need to finish the entire season within 24 hours.
Yeah.
So it looks like I watch a lot of TV
because you do.
But I think you watch probably equally, it's just over a longer period of time. Because like I use holiday breaks, like school breaks, and then that's when I binge the most shows. Because like all the shows that I watched over holiday break, you've already watched them.
I think it's all debatable. I think that is highly debatable. Erica, you gotta watch Bridgerton. You gotta watch this show.
First of all, do you want to be relevant in social media?
I don't. I
Bridgerton's
understand.
#1 on Netflix.
I understand that it's a cultural conversation, but that is one cultural conversation that I do not want to be a part of, okay? Like, it is a dumb show. Why can't I stop watching it? One quality that I think you could work on is how to be more self-reliant. This girl cannot go to the grocery store by herself.
It's not that I can't, it's like I just don't like to. I like to do things by myself. I will say now I can appreciate it more, but I think it's fair. I think what you're saying is fair.
And you know what? I will say, you know, in the spirit of me, like, investing more in my, you know, friendships, like, you do invest a lot in your friendships, and I could probably adopt some of that.
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah.
I'll admit to that.
Yeah. For me, for you, I would say like it's not like something that you need to start working on. It's just continue doing what you're doing, which is I think you've become more considerate as you've gotten older. Because you play this selfish role in my mind, in our family.
I don't think I'm selfish. I think I have self-esteem. I think I have self-confidence. I don't know how any of those things translate to selfish.
So, I think, and now everybody.
Oh, I guess tea time is over. There's really tequila in here. We just look so dumb. Thanks for joining us for tea time. I hope you guys enjoyed having tea with us, catching up, sisterly chat, Sunday tea.
If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great week, everyone. Here we go.
Here we go. Woohoo! We're so ready for you. Ah!
There's no, people don't know us. There's no.
1, 2.
Why would you do that?